I do a lot of weddings in local parks. The Moreton Bay region of Brisbane has some beautiful locations in the mountains, by the sea, and I do a lot of gigs where the couple will hire a stylist or just even dry hire furniture and set up in the park. There's a few things you need to know. Most councils will have particular sites that you can book out. Do you always need to book? It depends how many people you're having, and it depends if you want a Saturday and if you want a guaranteed location. If we're going to use a PA or bring in furniture, absolutely you need a permit to be able to do that. If it's 6 people at an elopement on a Tuesday, you probably don't. And different councils go about this in different ways, but every single one of them will require you to have a risk management plan and insurance. They want to see your insurance certificate of currency. So you can buy a one-off, one-day insurance policy, which will cost you anywhere between $250 and $400. For my couples, I do that booking for them. I have, as well as my normal professional insurance, I have event insurance, so that enables me to book the park for you. Different councils charge different rates for their booking fees. Moreton Bay is one of the cheapest. At the moment it's $150 to book a park for a couple of hours to have your wedding ceremony, and I will look after all that for you, as I will with any other councils, which vary in prices. A lot of sites in Ipswich are actually free. You do still have to book, but there's no charge. The dearest one is Noosa, and that's hundreds and hundreds of dollars. Brisbane, I think, is about $180 an hour, and you need about 2 hours to be on the safe side for setting up, do the wedding, and then pack down. When you do book a park, there are a couple of things to think about, and that is how close to the toilets they are, if you've got people coming with small children or the elderly. How easily accessible it is from the car park for not just for your vendors, but for older family members. And do you actually need an arbour? Now, you're probably going to want chairs. You don't need chairs for everybody, but certainly about half as many chairs as you've got guests, because people with small children, older people, are going to need to sit down. It also makes it look more like a wedding if there are chairs. Back to the arbour thing. Sometimes, yes, an arbour is beautiful depending on where you're doing the event. But if you've booked a site that has a beautiful view of a rainforest or the mountains or the ocean, do you really want to block that view with an arch covered in plastic flowers? Something to think about.